Our Andrew Baertlein was at Elevate Academy today, a 6th through 12th grade technical school. He spoke with local businesses that have partnered with the school in hopes of closing that so-called skills gap. Andrew?
Yeah, Elevate Academy teaches its students technical skills like you mentioned, welding, construction, and some local businesses are having a hard time finding the skilled workers they need. And they say a partnership just makes sense.
The help wanted signs are everywhere.
And this has been going on for the last couple of years.
And finding workers to fill those roles isn't easy.
It's getting even harder.
Especially for the trades. Because they're hiring for a specific set of skills.
But we end up having to interview about 25 people to find one good candidate.
Mike Dale owns Royalty Electric and says there's enough work in the Treasure Valley for his company to triple in size. But he's been blocked from expanding because he can't find enough electricians to hire.
We no longer look around for the guy that's been in the business for 20 years and who's seen everything. We're looking for people, young people that have potential to want to work, to want to do their job with excellence.
So he's turned to Elevate Academy, a 6th through 12th technical school in Caldwell.
English, math, science, and social studies is taught directly within a trade. So they're really taking total control of their own education.
Some students choose welding, while others are drawn to carpentry. And all students have to have a job lined up in order to graduate.
If it wasn't for this school, I possibly could have dropped out of high school.
Katie Martinez enrolled at Elevate when the school started 3 years ago. She's most interested in manufacturing and is working toward an internship with Peterbilt.
Being able to just have that head start and figure out what you like and what you don't like, what kind of path you want to create for yourself in the long run, is so beneficial at this age because we're figuring out who we are right now and what we want to become.
It's stories like these that benefit local businesses too, as they're trying to fill job openings.
I think the fact that the school here is so responsive in terms of career placement is really kind of their secret sauce.
And most importantly, find the right candidate.
And so we appreciate Elevate Academy and that they're teaching all of those principles ahead of time.
Elevate's founder tells me they also have culinary, firefighting, even business classes, graphic design. So they serve a wide range of interests, and the students I talk to say that Elevate puts them in a position to succeed. They introduce them to local businesses, make that connection. But after that mark, it's on the students to foster those relationships because, like I said, if you don't have a job, you can't graduate. Yeah, the demand is high, Shira, and I talked with Catch. They tell me they do this every year to get these donations, but they're seeing a lower frequency of donations than what they've seen in years past. So I talked to some people today. They looked cold, didn't have coats. I asked them why. A lot of them told me they've looked, but have had no luck.
Technically, it's not even winter yet, but Angel Summers is already feeling the chill.
It's a matter of survival, so, you know.
Angel says this will be her second winter experiencing homelessness, which concerns her as the nearby shelters have limited space.
They don't even have the capacity for everybody that's cold to stay warm. So there's a lot of people just nowhere to go.
Interfaith in Boise says this is an annual problem.
We're always full.
The shelter aims to keep people facing homelessness out of the cold, but they have to turn away 15 to 20 people on the coldest nights.
It's a significant amount that are not able to be served by our shelter. So that's really hard for us, and the demand's higher.
Frederick Hart is one of those people.
Every night.
He's been homeless for 5 years and says without the proper winter gear, freezing to death is a real danger when sleeping on the streets.
You got to dress properly, you got to wear everything that you got to pretty much to stay warm.
But as Angel learned, winter clothes are in high demand, and finding the gear you need isn't easy.
I've got like St. Vincent de Paul has a program, and I got a voucher, and we went to one of the stores, and like the shelves are just, there aren't coats to choose from.
There's some, but you're not going to wear one that doesn't fit. The need's real.
A local nonprofit, Catch, took notice. They collect donations each year and are making a strong push to fill this winter's need.
It's huge right now, and I would have to say usually we have a few more donations already than we have this year, so there's a little bit of urgency.
Hats, coats, blankets, scarves, and even flashlights. They're all in high demand.
Dozens of times a day, the street outreach team is running into people who are saying, I'm cold, I need warm gear. It's dangerous out there as far as the weather goes.
A simple donation could make a difference this winter.
You got to have clothes, you got to have something to wear to keep you dry.
Because it's only going to get colder from here.
Until I find a coat, just layer up like I have been, you know, as many long sleeve shirts as you can, and try to stay moving, try to stay busy, drink warm stuff, and just do the best you can.
Interfaith tells me that they're seeing newer faces now, and they don't have exact numbers for us, but they do believe that the homeless population in Boise is increasing. Now, if you want to help be part of these donations, you can do that at this location. I'm just off the connector. This is Americana next to me. This is where Ketch says you can offer those donations. There's also other places you could do that too. We'll have all the supplies they're looking for and places you can make those donations on our website at ktvb.com. Shira. Yeah, I heard nothing but positives from the skiers and boarders saying, honestly, you can't really tell the difference between the real stuff or the man-made stuff. At least I can't. BOGUS is currently only open to season pass holders who seemed thankful for the snow because for a lot of them, it was really needed.
Skiers and boarders circle this day on a calendar.
This is the date that we really expect to open every year.
Just like they circle the roundabout on Hill Road before turning up BOGUS Basin, where the signs leave little to interpretation.
Rather be carving this mountain than the turkey.
The mountain's open from top to bottom, layered entirely in fake snow.
No way, man.
But it makes no difference to Willie Stewart.
I mean, I've got a lot of parts of my body that are fake that look way worse than this.
Willie's a jokester, but he's like most people. The last 2 years have been hard, for a lot of reasons, and it's led his family turning toward BOGUS for an escape.
They made last year psychologically and socially bearable, and I felt like the more my family, and more that we went up on the snow, up on the mountain, the more we were less affected by COVID.
But what Willie calls an escape, others might liken more to an addiction, a healthy one at that.
We had 3 guys in line since 5 a.m. this morning.
The mountain wasn't supposed to open till 10 a.m., but BOGUS bumped it forward a half hour to feed pass holders their fix.
It's for real.
They wanted first chair.
Today, a trip up to BOGUS might only last a few hours for some.
A little turkey later in the day.
But maybe that's all they really needed. A break from the world.
Happy Thanksgiving!
A chance to enjoy what we're really thankful for.
I just think when you do anything with your family, it builds a bond for a lifetime, and that's one of the reasons why we put skis on. It's like the perfect life sport for the family.
And count down the days until you get to do it all over again.
Skiing was like medication for me and my family.
And to clarify on the snow, fake, artificial, man-made, whatever you want to call it, it's the same ingredients whether BOGUS makes it or Mother Nature makes it. It's just air and water.
It is all just like medication. We all need a little bit of that.
A little bit.
Thanks, Andrew.